Marco and Payne get together 10 years from now. They hit it rich. They spend a couple years in the show. They buy a construction company, one of the best construction companies around. All of a sudden, one of the best builders they have is Corey. He works for him for 30 years. After 30 years, he's tired. He says, you know what, Mr. Payne, I'm tired, I'm done, I'm going to go home, I'm going to retire. Chris looked at him and he said, do me a favor, I want you to build me one more house. $1 million homes he's been building, they're gorgeous. He said, nope, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore. He said, please, one more house. And he kept on him, so finally Corey says, all right, I'll build one more house. So they dig this foundation, they dig this big hole and they pour the foundation, and when they pour it, there's cracks in the foundation. Normally, Corey being this wonderful builder, he'd replace that foundation, pour a new one. Tear it out, pour a new one, there's cracks. Nah, I said, to hell with it, I'm tired. I want to retire. So he leaves it go. Then they build the frame and they get some warp boards. He looks at the boards, he sees they're warped. Normally he'd throw them out and he said, to hell with it. I'm tired, use those boards. As the frame goes up, more and more warp boards are being used. So finally, they get to the roof. All of a sudden, he knows they didn't do the roof right and it's going to leak. There's problems with it, but you know what? He said, to hell with it, I'm tired. I've had enough of this. I'm going to retire and go home. So finally, they finish this house. Supposed to be $1 million home, beautiful home. Corey goes to Chris, says, here's your house, I'm finished, I'm tired, I'm going to retire. Chris looked at him and said, hold on a second. He looked him in the eye and he said, for everything you've done for me, for all the work you put in for me, pulls out a key. And he flips him the key, Corey. He says, for all you've done for me, thank you. That's your house. The first thing Corey thinks about. Cracked foundation, warped boards, roof's gonna leak. That's his house. Guys, every single day of your life, you get an opportunity. You all have opportunities right now. Did you hear Coach Merritt talk last night about everything you have an opportunity to achieve being here? The fact that you have been chosen as 45 high school football players that graduated to be a part of this opportunity. Every day, you're building that house. Every day, you're pouring a foundation, and it's how hard you work. The other day, I believe it was Coach Boehner said, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. Build the foundation strong because every day matters. You're building you. And where you are 10 years from now, as Coach Kyle said, is going to depend on the work you put in today. The work you put in today develops who you are tomorrow. The work you put into tomorrow, the next day. There are no guarantees. You've got a great opportunity right now to represent the United States of America. You have a great opportunity to represent your families, your schools, and now the colleges you're going to. How exciting is that? That gives me chills. If I would have been half an athlete when I was younger, I may have dreamed about being where you are. I wasn't. I was a bad athlete. Hell, I played for some small. I won 6 games in 4 years in college. Think about that. You guys got a great opportunity to do great things because God's giving you a gift. You know what your gift to Him is? What you do with you. Let's do the best we can every single day. Build that home strong. Let's win that gold medal. Let's represent with character, class, and pride. Let's start it tonight when we see the Swedish team come in. What are we going to say to them?
Shana, hey.
What are we going to say to them?
Shana, hey.
What are we going to say to them?
Shana, hey.
All right, USA on 3, baby. Let's do a great job.
USA!